What up, collectors? It's Clipper King returning again, and I'm just going to do a quick most frequently asked questions video just to try and answer them, basically for my own benefit, because I get sick of answering the same questions. I know all these answers have appeared in other videos, but obviously when you're picking subscribers up day in day out, they all seem to want to know the same things. I could say to them, go back and catch up from my videos, but it'd be a lot to expect somebody to troll back through about 200 videos or whatever I've had on and get the answers. So I'm going to answer them here so I can refer anybody coming to the party late sort of thing, what the crack is. The most often question I get is, where did I get the big cabinet from? Right, I've told this story before, but this is how it played out. I work for a storage firm that stores stock for a lot of shops in Meadowhall, which is the big shopping centre in Sheffield. I just work on outskirts of it, and like I said, we're back and forth. We drive a 7.5 ton truck. We're back and forth into Meadowhall 5-6 times a day. This one particular day, I goes into one at loading bays, and there's 5 of these cabinets, obviously with the lights in, as you can see. It's got 2 lights in top. It's got a lock at the thing, and it was rigged out with these spotlights, all wired and everything. It's glass all the way around, but I have wallpapered the back pane of glass so it blends obviously with the wallpaper behind it, so all the wiring's behind. So anyway, I saw that these 4 stood there. They were at side of a skip, and I thought, what the fuck's happening with these? Obviously it looked like they were going to be destroyed. So I asked one of the loading bay cleaners, whose were these. He says they're from F1 shop inside. He's destroying them, but we won't let him chuck them in our skips because it's glass. So I'm like, well, fucking hell, this cabinet would come in handy for me. At this time I already started collecting, so I thought, fuck it. So I goes inside Meadowhall, finds the manager of this F1 shop. These were his window displays. I says to him, what's happening with these cabinets? He's like, basically I want to fuck them off, but Meadowhall won't let me dump them in their skip, so I'm going to have to hire a skip for him to take them away. So I says, well, to be honest, one would come in handy for me. I'd got a 7.5 ton truck outside. I says to him, can I keep one if I take all 4 and get rid of them for you? He says, yeah, do me a big favour. So that's what happened. I loaded them onto my truck. I kept this one. This was the cleanest of the 4, to be honest, because a couple of them have got stickers and that all over them. So I kept this one, used my work truck, brought it straight home, and it's been here ever since. So it was free to me. It is a nice cabinet, obviously. But when people ask me, I always feel like I'm lying to them when I answer, because it's as if they want me to tell them where I can buy them from. I ain't got a clue where you're buying from, that's the honest truth. I think they'd be worth about 400 or 500 quid because of the size of it, but I don't know. So yeah, I got 4 of them. I smashed, well, I offered my cousin one actually. He said he wanted it, then it wouldn't fit his room, so I ended up smashing the other 3 up, which were fucking ridiculous in hindsight, because I could have sold the other 3, but I didn't have no room to keep them other than in our warehouse, and my gaffer didn't seem too chuffed to be having that. So I said I kept mine and destroyed the other 3. The other 2 smaller ones are Detofs from IKEA, about 30 or 40 quid, I forget now. They will hold about 3, maybe 4 per shelf. And then the lights, as you can see, the strip light is stuck on the outer side of the large cabinet and then shining to each shelf. Like I said, and I have also got some more LEDs downsides them. I very rarely use them because they don't really do a great deal. You see what I'm pointing out, these things here? They are LEDs, because to be honest, the big spotlights do get hot, so I don't leave them on for very long, but I can actually switch that off with this switch sort of there just above my finger. So that's my setup. That is the question I get asked more than any other question. So that answers that. The second most question that I get asked, what stand do I pose the blade figure on? Again, another question that I've answered no end of times. It's the new Goblin stand from the Spider-Man 3 figure. It's got a translucent pole and a gripper. Sorry about light, but the cabinets are closed. It's got a gripper which I lock onto him and sort of pose him like that. So that's the other question. I mean, I get on eBay, you pick yourself one of them up. The other question, what is my favourite figure? I get that asked a lot. My favourite figure at the moment is Batman, like I've just said in the countdown videos. The 89 version of Batman, just think it's an awesome figure. There's nothing I'd change about it. What's other ones I get asked? Fucking hell, I should have wrote them down. Who got me into collecting? That's the other one. Who got me started? To be honest, I started collecting through our Callum just to buy him Star Wars stuff, and I was buying him Sideshow Star Wars. Again, I've told this story again before. I was buying Sideshow Star Wars figures. He had got about 15 of those. I'd seen the Rambos and Rocky figures in my Forbidden Planet to mail order magazine, but they were about 65 quid at the time, and the Sideshow ones were about 30. And then eventually I went to a shop in Derby called Forbidden Planet, and I saw the Rocky series. So the first Hot Toys figure I bought was the Rocky 4 version, and then I went on to start collecting via eBay. As regards to getting into the community, the big collectors when I got into the community were pretty much P2 were biggest that I knew of, Nightslade, Moggy and Dean. I used to send comments all the time to those four, and I found that only Dean and Morris were ever answering back, so I stuck with those guys and pretty much then started ignoring Nightslade and P2. And then obviously as time's gone on, I've sort of gone up ranks myself, so to speak. Don't want to sound big-headed, but tried to bring other collectors in the way that Dean and Morris brought me in. So that's pretty much how I got into the community. The other thing I get asked a lot, can people talk to me on Skype? This is weird to me because it makes me feel awkward. People will say, can I add you on Skype? I'm like, yeah, I've openly said you can add me on Skype. And then they're like, can I talk to you? And I'm like, of course you can talk to me. And they're like, well, can I book in some time to talk to you? I'm like, fucking hell, if I'm online, just phone me. It makes me feel awkward because it's like, it's as if I don't know if it's that they don't want to bother me, or they don't want to, or I don't know. It just comes across that they don't seem to feel like equals, and I think it's weird because I never really feel like that with people, and I definitely don't want them to feel like that with me, sort of thing. So if you added me on Skype and I've took your contact, if you see me online, phone me. If I'm at the computer, I'll answer. All the guys I talk to will tell you that. I'm not one of them who'll sit there fucking viewing my calls and then decide who I want to talk to and don't. If I'm around, I answer. If it's a 10-minute call, if it's a 2-hour call, if it's a 4-hour call, if I'm around and you want to talk to me, phone me. So that's all I can think of, top of my head. Like I said, everything I've said, you'll have heard me say before, but I just thought I'd better bring the new subscribers up to speed. Respect to all my long-term friends, still loving your work. Sorry I don't fucking comment as much as I really should, but a lot of time I'm either busy as fuck or I'm having a downtime off YouTube and Facebook. The new guys, thanks for finding me, sort of thing, and I hope you're still liking my videos. Respect to the community as a whole. The next video I'm going to do is probably the Peter Parker custom figure, just tell you where I got the bits from, and then the video after that I'm going to describe what I did with the custom Daredevil figure. So, right, nothing left to say, but this is a Clipper King, and I'm out of here.